Hey, and welcome to Dr. G Speaks. I am Dr. Kristen Guillory, and I am so very excited to help you experience a life of freedom, faith, and fun you may not even realize is possible. Listen, I know you feel held back, I know you feel stuck, and I know you are hiding. As a coach and the author of Look, Stop Hiding, How to Find Your Voice and Never Dim Your Light Again, you will get to listen to some amazing stories, receive some homework, that's the professor in me, and get some tools to help you live the life you deserve. It's time to quiet the noise and walk in the fullness of who God created you to be. It's time to stop hiding and start thriving. Together, we'll uncover your potential and ignite your journey to a fulfilling life, a life of freedom. So I was recently watching a video and heard the person say, you can't miss what is for you. Like the universe won't let you miss what is for you. Or I've heard people say, what's for you is for you. And anytime I hear somebody say those things, I always have a thought of, I don't know if I agree with that. What's for you is for you. You can't miss what's yours, but you can miss what's yours. God can't force us to receive what He has for us. I do believe that God desires the best for us, and we must choose to receive it. James 2:17 says, faith by itself, if not accompanied by action, is dead. It's like somebody giving you keys to a car, but you have to be the one to start it. You have to be the one to put gas in it. You have to be. And it makes me think of a friend of mine who was dating someone probably 7 years ago. And she said the Lord told both of them, like confirmed to both of them that they were each other's spouses. She said they went to dinner and he said, God has revealed that you're my wife. She's like, oh my goodness, God revealed that you're my husband. And they began to talk about marriage and life and more. And she said, as months began to pass, there was always an excuse that he had for why it wasn't the time. So it would be, I'm not making enough money yet. Let me start this business. Let me do this. There was always a reason. She was like, friend, there was always a reason why he couldn't take that step when not only did God reveal it, based on what I remember, it wasn't like God revealed it and y'all get married in 5 years. It was God is saying, you are each other's spouses, and God communicated it to both of them. And she was ready and he seemed ready. But what seems to have happened is fear began to grow and develop root in him. And more months passed. And by the time it was a year later, my friend made the decision to step away. And I remember her saying this to me, and I thought it was so courageous. And she said, listen, God can't force you to be obedient. God could reveal that this is your person and can reveal it to the other, but the other or both have to be obedient. So about a year later, she meets a man who would then become her husband. They met, and I believe he proposed, 6, 7, 8 months later, and then they were married. And that's just one example of if God says, here is what I have for you, it may not come in the way you thought or you had hoped, but it will come, it will be there. We have to be the one to move and receive and accept. I often say surrender the when and the how, because sometimes that is for you is for you. It may come in a package that we don't like, or it may come during a time when we don't like. So it's not just that something's going to fall in your lap. You have to do something. Isaiah 119 says, if you are willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. Abundance is not just tied to God's will, but our willingness and obedience. I think sometimes people miss what's for them, not because it wasn't offered, but because they ignored or feared the step required to receive it. There is something we have to do on our end, and maybe it is just receiving. Maybe it's you don't have to do anything else but just receive. Just recently, God presented something that was for me and explained and told me what I needed to do. I have a week's worth of speaking engagements coming up, all in the same state. I'm visiting three different cities. There's something on Sunday, something on Monday, something on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and possibly Saturday. When the week was being planned, I do remember the Lord whispering and saying, "Leave Tuesday open. Leave Tuesday open." And I was like, okay. And it was leave Tuesday open, not for anything connected to speaking or business, but it was leave Tuesday open for me connected to something personal. And so I did, and then I didn't. In disobedience due to pride and ego, I was like, okay, Lord, I'm doing something every day. I'm not hosting an event. I'm being brought in to speak, but I'm not hosting anything under my name, and I can come do it. I go to this area all the time. Let me go and host one of my events. In truth, part of this disobedience was to fill up my schedule because I didn't just want to have this available Tuesday. In truth, there was a little bit of pride, a little bit of ego, like, no, let me just fill up my schedule so I don't have to worry about what am I going to do. So I began planning it. I contacted people in the cities who were going to help me plan. And the event was literally planned in about 55 minutes. From a team to my graphic designer was with me to a beautiful flyer to a website to a food sponsor and so much more. I opened up registration. People started registering. And then God said to me, I told you to keep that day open. And I was convicted as I was leading a coaching call for some clients. And one of my clients said, "Hey, Doc, I'm being led to turn my event from a group event to one on one coaching." Another client said, "I was invited to speak somewhere, but I am really feeling led to say no, and I'm not sure." I was also going back and forth on do I lead my retreat this year? This is what the client said. I was going back and forth, and this other thing happened that confirmed that I shouldn't be leading it this year. So for me, I woke up a couple days ago and was just like, okay, I planned this event in disobedience. And like Usher, these are my confessions. I confess to my clients. I was like, listen, I need to confess. And for me, this is an example of God said, what's for you is for you. I am giving you a day in the middle of this beautiful and full week to have a day that's for you. Let the day be for you. Let the day be for you to tend to some personal things. But because I was disobedient and did not accept and did not listen, well, let me back it up. I did hear what he wanted me to do, but I moved in what I wanted to do. So he gave me what was for me, and I was disobedient. I wonder how many times God has given us something, presented something, whether it was an opportunity, a relationship, a job, money, rest, and we don't accept it for various reasons. So, y'all, what's for you won't miss you is an incomplete statement. That's incomplete. It's passive. It's as if our choices don't matter. It's as if we don't have a role in the decision. But, y'all, our choice is the bridge between promise and the manifestation. Listen, God may be calling us to all these different things and opportunities, but if we resist, if we avoid healing, if we stay in fear, huh, we can delay and we can forfeit it. Not because God took it away, but because we chose not to walk into it. So, is there something right now that God has told you? This is for you. What I have is for you, but you're resisting. You're not healing. You're staying in fear. You're moving too quickly. Maybe you've heard the Lord say, I have this amazing thing for you, and it's going to come at another time. But things that look like a shadow of what it is you desire keep presenting itself. And deep down, you know it's not it. But due to fear and scarcity, you're accepting what isn't yours. So you can miss what's for you when you accept what isn't for you. I know that I have, in ways, missed when I was supposed to receive certain things because I was holding on to other things too long. After I left my professor job, I held on to that job too long, figuratively. And God said, I need both hands, and you're still holding on. God will not let you miss what is for you if you are willing to move with Him, if you are willing to trust Him. Y'all, listen, what is for you requires participation. It does. It's like if you've ever been injured and you have to go to physical therapy, the physical therapist can't do it for you. You have to choose to do the work. So, y'all, what step, and the step may not even be movement, what step do you need to take to receive what God has for you? And have you said yes to something that you know wasn't for you? You know it wasn't the right timing and scarcity or fear. I was talking to someone today and she said God told her at the beginning of the year, do not say yes to anything that is not in alignment with this current purpose. Do not say yes to anything that is not in alignment with this purpose. And she said, Dr. G, I said yes to something. I said yes to something that wasn't in alignment. I knew that it wasn't. It was a speaking engagement and I did it. And in the middle of it, I felt like I am wasting my time. I'm not supposed to be here. And she said, I was so angry with myself. I was so angry with myself. So let me give you a couple of things. God does desire abundance for us. We must receive and respond. And y'all, divine timing still requires human obedience. What if you are someone and you're in a situation that it was not what was for you? It was not God's best for you. It was not, oh my gosh, I said yes to this situation. I said yes to this person. I said yes to this opportunity. And I knew it wasn't what was for me, but I said yes because I needed to be busy. I said yes because I'm a people pleaser. I said yes because I had a fear of missing out. I said yes because there was scarcity. The beautiful thing is Romans 8:28 says, God will work and can work all things out for our good. And y'all, there's also consequences to disobedience. Let's keep that real clear. Let's keep it 100. Did I move forward to schedule an event in disobedience? I did. I did. A consequence to that disobedience is people might have taken off work that day to come to the event, or anything behind the scenes of preparation, or things that were supposed to be taking place on that Tuesday that God said leave open. I might be delaying something that's supposed to happen on that Tuesday for me. There are consequences and there are lessons if we choose to learn. So, have I rescheduled the event? Absolutely. I've rescheduled it. I've emailed. People are getting refunds in addition to an extra session with me, or they can just transfer it to the next event. And for me, it's to be mindful of the whisper. It's not always for me. It's not always for me a billboard or a bullhorn. It was a whisper. I heard him and I knew it. And I knew it. I can't rationalize myself out of disobedience. I tried, and it won't work. There's so much goodness on the other side of obedience. So, yes, what is for you is for you. You just have to make the choice and receive and do the work to receive whatever that is for you. And if you're thinking, I missed it, I missed an opportunity, God presented this opportunity, presented this person, presented this, and I missed it. Trust God enough. Trust God to know that He is greater than your disobedience. He is greater than your mistakes. Yes, there are consequences. And yes, it may hurt for a second, but He is greater than that. Go and talk to Him. Go and repent. Go and say, I learned the lesson now. God, I am open. I'm available. Show me how to be open and available to receive what is for me. Lord, help me not to miss it. And more than that, help me to be positioned in whatever that means. Help me to be open. Show me how to be open. Remove anything from me that is preventing me from receiving what it is that is for me. Your affirmation is, I'm ready, willing, and aligned. I receive what's mine and move in faith. I'm ready, willing, and aligned. I receive what's mine and move in faith. Thank you so much for listening to the Dr. G Speaks podcast. And if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Deuces.